Down here at Alders Farm today on Pines Lake, and I'm just going to run you through some of my match fishing tactics if you want to catch loads of fish and you're just getting into it. So the first line I'll talk to you about today is my go-to line for the start of the match, which is a nice short hard pellet line. So I've got a nice light float on and I'm plumbed up to the deck, and I'm getting a few bites now already, but we're just pinging 4mm either with a 6mm pellet on the hook. Every so often a few 4mm nicely around the float, and just sit on it until you start getting a few bites early on in the match. So first of all, I'm going to show you plumbing up. So this is going to be my 5 metre line that I'm going to feed pellet on and hopefully turn into a shallow line. I've picked the tree right out in front of me that I'm going to line my pole up with, so I get the same point every time. And I'll lower my float into the water if the wind doesn't help. And if you feel the resistance of the plummet, you can see it's just the bottom of the body of my float there. And if you move it around the spot just to get an idea of what it's like, it slightly goes up to my left, and then the wind, and then it drops off down to my right again, so I know to stay perfectly in the middle of that tree. And I just want to feel for a nice flat spot and there's not too many holes or big drops off, and it's plumbed up nicely to the bottom of my float, so I've got about an inch of line on the bottom. Here we go, hooked into another one. See, this bite happened as soon as I dropped the float into the water. So it was obviously quite high up in the water rather than being on the bottom. This might be what we know. Why there isn't any bites.
Right, Cody, run us through the rigs we've got for our short hard pellet line.
Right, starting at the bottom, we've got a size 16 as a 14 banded, 6-inch hook link 015, 1 to 017 mainline, 4 droppers, straight up to 2 number 8s in the middle, and then 4 just below the float.
Yeah.
This is a 6 gram float, 0.6. 0.6 gram float,
Nice.
wide body, green tip, going up to a 17's elastic hydro with a nice short duck.
Lovely. I really like the shotting pattern you've got. It's kind of just some at the bottom, some in the middle, and then some to cock the float there, so you're fishing as quick as possible.
This is my next match go-to tactic, method feeder. We've just got a 25 gram matrix hybrid feeder here with an orange pop-up on the hook from Fuka Baits. Start off with a little bit in the middle, pop up nicely like that, and then I'll just load it up and give it a good squeeze, break off the excess, and there's a perfectly loaded method feeder. I've just flicked the feeder out to that tree right in front of me, and I'm just going to look to see if there's any small taps on the end of the rod indicating there might be little fish there, but I won't take it until a big one strikes round.
Beautiful day here at Alders, everyone. Cody, talk us through the next method.
We are going for a bit of edge fishing.
Lovely.
So I've plumbed up to the next swim, or peg, should I say, and I'm just about a foot, and I'm already getting bites. I'm just about a foot off of the next peg, and it's full of fish.
What have we
already.
fed? Talk me through it while I walk over. I'll be
We've
quiet
got
now, folks.
my margin magic special mix, which is a bit of Fuka's everything. I've dumped into this margin, and we're already getting a few bites with just a few maggots on the hook, and we're in.
Not them.
With a little pathetic
Don't want them. So as we say, folks, he is bagging on carp at the moment. Look at that. I didn't even have a chance to show you the rig, everyone. And he's laid it in. He's got one already. Bloody hell. Look at this. Just down that edge. As soon as he laid it in, got it right. What have you put on the hook this time after that perch?
We've got a fishery pellet that's been dyed with the Fuka Sensate bait dye, and it didn't even drop the float in, and he's took it straight away.
Lovely. Some head bangs. And for people who are just doing this, as this video is, how do they fish the margins? What's the best? How do they put their rig in? What kind of?
A nice Preston edge float. I think I've got a 4x12s on today.
We'll show him the rig in a second, won't we? Once we get this fishing. He's not happy.
Try and keep him out of the edge as best as possible.
Here he comes. Oh.
Not quite.
There he is, straight in the net. Lovely. Right, Cody, you just caught us that carp. Talk us through what kind of rigs we should use in the margin.
Right, we'll go through the riggy bit. Starting off with a nice solid 17s elastic. It's the 17s Hydro from Preston. Straight in with a Dacron connector, always used for the edge. And then this is 020 main line
Nice
down
strong.
to an 017 hook link. Number 8 back shot, 4x12's edge. This is a glass stem float, which I quite like using in the edge. Starting off with the number 8 shot just underneath the float.
What's that number 8 shot under there for?
Just helps you settle the float quicker.
Oh, see, yeah, because sometimes they lay on the surface, don't they? That's nice.
Going down, 3 droppers just above the hook link to get that hook link straight down to the bottom.
Nice.
Nice short 6-inch hook link. The size 12 was a banded hook until he
snapped that one off. What are you doing with your pole to try and get more bites there?
I am shoving it in the bush.
As you can see, it just keeps the pole away from the carp. Hopefully they don't see it and don't get spooked by it as much. Now let's see if we can get this bite on camera. While I'm waiting for this bite, guys, I think edge fishing is such a brilliant option for commercials. Almost any commercial in the country, most pegs you go on, you're going to have an edge to fish to, and I think it's just a great collecting zone for them carp, and they just like being there, especially in the later hours of the day. I think they naturally just congregate there, collect food that might have fallen in, so it's a great place to catch carp on commercials. There he goes. This one's trying to go under the platform, under the bushes, all sorts. What kind of elastic have we got on here, Cody, to keep him out? There he goes. 17, so
Dura hybrid.
Not too strong gear, but plenty to keep him out of these snags. A nice little fish. Oh, nothing little about him. He's got some muck in his line there. That fish has darted under them. Most of these banks are undercut here at Alders. I'm not sure about pines, but definitely on ash there's some nasty undercut banks, so got to be careful, got to have quite strong gear up to date. but Cody's got that one in no problem. I'm sure there'll be plenty more of them to come. Right, everyone, Cody's just fishing over there. I'll just show you his edge mix that he's using. It's really easy and quick to use. It's all Fuca. He's basically just chucked everything left over. He's got some of them green micros you can see in there. He's got some sweet squeeze ready ground bait. It's all squeeze ready, so it's never going to go off. He can keep this in his bag, not even in the fridge, as much as he like. Loads of lovely little particles in there, as you can see, and it really pongs that Sensate fish accelerant. Yeah, he's got a few different squeeze ready ground baits. He's even got a few of these cheeky little 4mm prototypes. If it can focus there, look at them. Got 4mm prototypes in there, lovely. And yeah, we've just fed it in the margin. Lovely squeeze ready. And look how easy this is. This is all straight out the bag. Haven't added any water. Look at that. It makes a lovely ball. It's so easy. Like, if you're coming pleasure fishing and you don't really want a lot of hassle, I mean, I could have just walked in the shop today and bought some of these squeeze ready ground bait, and look, it's literally ready to go. Like, it's amazing, and it breaks down lovely every time. Squeeze it as hard as you want. Brilliant. Fuca squeeze ready ground baits.
Thank you guys for watching. That is it for today's mini masterclass, if you can call it that. If you want to see more of these videos, scroll down, like, subscribe, and we'll be sure to give you some more content.